Hi everyone, and welcome to the Sunday night stream. I hope you are all doing well. Dre, hello to you mate, Big Easy, Riggs and Hivemind. Welcome all. I have not played my account much today, so I don't know what's going on or what I've missed. But I did get in a few little dailies as we went. Let's just tidy up. We've got at least an hour and 15 minutes till reset. And then we'll see what happens beyond that. It goes good, thank you, Gary. Welcome to you. I have had a whole day, like all day, of doing takeovers today. So I've played a lot of Raid, but not my own account. Do we have Grim Forest? We do have some Grim Forest to do. We're on the epics. And I did record a video today, which is going to be my call to action for the Raid community. Because I want to see if there's a big filthy whale out there that can beat this final boss with all of the ads up on normal with epics. Because I have spent weeks thinking about it and I'm 99.9% sure it is impossible. But we're obviously going to try. I just want to unlock as much as we can so that we can level this up to give us the best chance possible. So what have we got? Probably have to do a little bit of regearing. But yeah, I hope everyone is having a good weekend. If you're UK based, then happy bank holiday. No work for most people tomorrow. Get rid of all this. I have been farming the absolute heck out of Ice Golem because 3x reflex, my proper favourite. Keep a bit of that. No speed, no keep. Yeah, let's just get rid of it all. None of it seems to be any good. 3x reflex, but not 3x the chance of getting good gear. Such is Raid Shadow Legends. Oh, Riggs, I know how that feels. I definitely know how that feels. If you want to future-proof that and make it not happen again, always try and do champion presets. It really, really helps. It takes a little while to set up, but it will save you in those scenarios because it is horrible getting a bit lost once you get a new champ. Get that equipped, get this rolling. Okay, I'm just going to put it on auto. Deleted presets, yeah. I've been there. It's not much fun. Oh, sorry if you can hear like relentless dog barking. Somewhere over there, there is a very unhappy dog. But yes, I know what you mean about everything getting a bit cluttered, especially with the presets. I try and have no more than like 1 or 2 for each champion. Otherwise it all just starts to just turn into madness. And I did a very clever thing today. I pushed all the way to platinum at like 5 o'clock. I thought I'd set an alarm to do it at, I don't know, 10 o'clock when it reset, and I completely forgot. So I wasted a whole lot of arena tokens for nothing. Speed, ignore defense. Yeah, let's go for a bit of speed. We like this. And a bit of that. But yeah, has anyone been watching videos or at least kind of thought stuff on the new Fusion? Because I finished recording my video today, and even after recording, I'm still very much undecided how I feel about it. To be fair, Riggs, I think that's the better play. I still value... In fact, I've changed my mind. It used to be stats over sets, and then I became sets over stats. But now I'm of the mind that it needs to be both. That's ultimately going to lead to the strongest kind of end result, I think. Yeah, Gary, that's where I've landed. I'm going to go for it because I need a Shadowkin Reviver. My Shadowkin Faction Wars sucks. But beyond that, it's not really bringing... Nothing that I'm that fussed about. But I am happy to see that we haven't just got DPS, DPS, DPS. Because that's kind of what 2025 Fusions felt like. Everything was just a DPS champ. At least this time round. You know, probably starting with Donatello, which I want to say was about October or November. Ever since then, we've had more supports than we have had DPS, which has been a nice change. Yeah, Riggs, that is the... I think that's going to be the deal breaker for pretty much everyone. I don't think anyone expected Mavara Path plus Titan for Embrys to drop at the same time. The only saving grace is that it's going to be a fragment fusion, and they tend to be a little bit more forgiving in terms of what you actually need, but it's still a lot. Well, he's going to clap back, but it don't matter. Let's just thump him. Oh, nice. Good old Phoenix. So yeah, I'm happy we get more support champions. I think they have more longevity in the game. They kind of allow you to use them in more place than just one. But I think he's good. I'm just not entirely sure I think he's great. Sushi, welcome, buddy. My week has been pretty good, actually. I feel like I've done more this week than I've done in every other week for a long time. I've done gardening, I've done DIY, so many account takeovers. It's been good. I hope you're all right. Chuck you there. Yeah, the Dennis collab was really good fun. I learned a ton from that collab. That guy has a lot of arena knowledge. Like, it's actually quite scary how much he knows about arena. Because obviously it wasn't just the collab, like we spoke quite a bit before and after we recorded. And just, yeah, picking his brain for everything was just nuts. Yeah, he really does. Yeah, ended up being a really fun collab. I liked it because, well, it's actually technically my first ever collab that I've ever done. And it helps that he's a really nice guy as well. So I think overall it was definitely a success. I didn't make a complete tit out of myself, which is obviously the main fear that everyone's going to go into a collab with. So yeah, I'd chalk it up to a success. Second. Greetings, buddy. Ah, pretty good play, Riggs. I think 5-star Empress is going to be pretty much nuts. And nice that you can get him and go straight in with the soul. I am still working on my new Empress video because I've re-recorded it 3 times. Because every time I record it, they change something. Or something changes. But I am going to guarantee that comes out by the end of this week. It is fully in my mind now. Tyler, welcome, buddy. Just crashing through some of this Grim Forest before reset. Riggs, you think you're a slow learner? It took me like 4 years to probably actually understand this game in any way. I used to just throw everything at everything and just hope that something stuck. Whereas now it's just kind of like a big puzzle and I like it. Ah, Shifty, yes, the tournament. It's going to be good. I was like away from Discord for a couple of hours and I looked at my phone and there were like 500 notifications. And I thought, okay, I think it's tournament time. Who are we going to kill? Who's annoying? Let's kill Death Knight and Siffy. That's those two gone. Another one down, and not much luck with Mercurial this time round, but we did get something with speed. That's awesome. Yeah, it did. It got real quick. Like, and nothing happened for a couple of days, and then boom, notifications went wild. Okay, another level up. What are we gonna need? Yeah, Amius is... Well, Amius is a dick. There's no real, like, nice way of putting it. That is arguably one of the more tricky fights in the game. Because I'd say until you get to the kind of end game, you can't really cheese Amius. You kind of have to play by his rules initially. And it is a very weird fight. It's one of the few fights in Raid that I think actually has tactics. And unless you can nuke him down within like 20 or 30 seconds, you kind of have to play by his rules. But it is technically, it's quite a fun fight once you get control over it, but it's more control, less kind of power. It's tricky. But it does give pretty good rewards in theory. I know it doesn't every month, but in theory it gives good rewards. And what's your aura? Ah, no good. Never mind. But yeah, all you got to do is just keep doing what you can each time. Eventually, you just get that bit further and further and further. And then it just leads to the point where you become a complete weirdo like me, and now I'm hellbent on full clearing it every time. Which is not good for anyone's mental health. Why are all these guys going for the ads? Stop it. Smack that. Is it a struggle? Yes. It's an unnecessary struggle. Because they give you, obviously it's a very restricted champion pool, and they make you just do the stupidest stuff. Like every rotation, I was having a look at this morning. It's always this stage here. S19 is basically just here to be miserable. There's no logic as to why this stage is the way it is. And whilst that lineup doesn't look too bad, that's wave 3, and wave 1 is a complete pain in the arse. And with this month's rotation, I actually do not know how we're going to do it. Like, I'm starting to question whether it can be done. But that's probably for how many days? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 1 day, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's like 3 days' time that the real misery starts. But it's good because I usually do it on stream, so I have you lot for company. But it's borderline masochistic. Like, there's no reason to do it whatsoever. A bit like Grim Forest with only epics. I'm seeing a pattern here. Yeah, this time, I mean, I know I said the first one was tough, and then when I saw the second one, I said, oh, that looks even harder. None of the available champions have any form of A1 CC, so I just don't know. But after clearing it twice, I'm now convinced that I have to clear it every time. Should have saved my cooldowns. We need debuffs on our base. We've got no real AoE. Yeah, I would agree with that. I think once you get past Fire Knight, then you've basically won. Yeah. It is pretty miserable. And what always helps, just to make more pain, is they like to give you champions that are weak affinity to what it is you're trying to kill. So it's not even a skill issue or it's luck. It's just pure luck. But we do it for the misery, and we love it, really. Yep. Sushi, I absolutely agree with that. Fuck Faction Wars hard. Probably my least favourite content in the game. Yeah, it is. It has to be. It's just the cracked out version of the bosses. There's just no need. Who's a pain in the ass here? You can go. Endaba, greetings. Waleed, absolutely. Absolutely. I cannot disagree with that. And I think what makes Faction Wars hard so much more insulting is the final result being the mythical. Now, I haven't used her, so I can't really say if she's good or bad. But is the juice really worth the squeeze? I don't know. I'll be honest, I've never actually looked at her kit because I already know I'm not going to get her. Kid Neo, welcome, buddy. I'm going to ask you the question I ask you every time. Has any more awesome stuff been 3D printed? Yeah, Waleed, I kind of get that impression. Although, in... Obviously, Calfish has done a couple of collabs now, and he did one with... Shit, I can't remember his name. The SMZ? SBZ or something like that? I can't quite remember. But he came at it with a Polara, and I thought that was quite interesting. Unless I've completely got my wires crossed and that was something else. Bunch of fidget toys. Well, that's all right. Endaba, you're not the only one. I haven't done... I bet I haven't done it today. Yeah, I just rarely do Faction Wars anymore. The only thing that's making me want to do it is I'm starting to run out of glyphs. Neo, that's banging. I like it. Yeah, Wally, that's so true. Mercurial is pretty much clutch for Faction Wars at the moment. It's just those damn bosses. Is there anything interesting? Any rewards? Let's go for a bit of that. I'm just here for the gear now. I'll tell you what I haven't found this rotation. And I shouldn't say this out loud, because the second I do, I'm going to regret my life choices. But I haven't found the Marishka thing. And that usually trips us up for a good entire night on stream. But I see no Marishka. I mean, there'll probably be one over here, but that's different. Yeah, I'm seeing nothing, and I'm okay with that. Because fuck the Marishka wave. Aja, Timit. But we just need... Let's just nuke it. Why not? I think it is on hard, Waleed, but not on normal. I can't see it on this rotation. Yeah, Sushi, that bit is really annoying. Endaba, no, you're not the only one. My video on the Fusion will come out. It will come out tomorrow. And spoiler alert, I'm not going to tell everyone to do it. I think it's good, but it ends at good for me. I'm going for it because of Faction Wars, even after just a 10-minute rant about how I don't like it. But I don't think it's great. The upside is it's fragment, so it'll be easier, but I'm not super stoked on it. But the whole reason I ended up making a video is because everyone is saying you have to do it, you have to do it. And I strongly disagree. I don't know how anyone could technically say that unless they've physically already used it. Because something can look very good on paper, fucking Crypt Witch, for example, but when you actually use them, they're crap. They're just completely crap. I passed on Yukimasa as well, but I ended up pulling him from a shard during the Yukimasa fusion. But I've never used it. Evil Carry, what you just said there is basically the crux of my entire video. The fact that he's unconditional is the reason I think he's good. But I'm certainly not on the hype train of everyone has to do it. I can think of maybe 3 revivers from Shadowkin, but they're all conditional. Good for you, Neo. I think I said it in the first ever video I made as a content creator. I just said, look, avoid the hype. Like, don't chase the meta, you'll never catch it. It's like trying to hit a moving target. Like, do you need it? Or do you need to focus more on what you've already got? And 9 times out of 10, I don't really need a champion. It's just a want. I appreciate it, Endaba. Evil carry, nice. Very nice. Sometimes it just happens. We got no buffs, so let's just block him. Oh, no debuffs either. Go on, Gizmac. Do Gizmac stuff. There you go. And good night. Neo, that's it for me. I completely value soul stones way more than I value any shard. I mean, I don't like opening my vault because it reminds me of a time where I was a dirty little spender. But if we just... Oh, it's fucking horrible. If we just look at the state of the vault, like most of these champions are not built because I just don't like spreading my gear to build them. So anytime I get a soul, that to me is more exciting than trying to just find a new champion. Yeah, the vault is, and it goes on because there's legendaries down here as well. And there's more down here and down here. I know. I'm not proud of it in the slightest. Like, not even a little bit proud of it. But actually, the beautiful irony of it is I've spent way more than I should have ever spent on this game, but comparative, it's really not a lot, but it's still too much. It's this little row of legendaries here that irks me. It is filthy. It's completely filthy. It's the only part of my account that I'm completely ashamed of. Because I don't use any of them. I literally don't use any of them. I've got a bunch of champions up here that I sometimes use, mainly. Kind of down to the epics, and that's it. I never use any other champions. So it's just bloat more than it is anything else. Yeah, rigs. Yeah, basically. Yeah, it is pretty much that bad. And yeah, it is the game's fault. But it's also my fault for not resisting. But I love it really. Like, you can't undo what has already happened. What I need to do is turn it into an advantage and start making champion videos about champions I don't use. But yeah, that's my dirty little whale past secret. Like, don't tell my girlfriend, she'll fucking kill me. Yeah, Neo, exactly that. My faction guardians pretty much are full. I think they are now. There might be one or two that aren't, but most of them are full. Yeah, that is the beautiful part of it. But it is just funny, really, more than anything. Like I said, oh, I don't want to spend money in a computer game. What are you on about? And then I open the vault and I remember. Yeah, naughty, but totally worth it, I guess. I'd be lying if I said it didn't contribute to me becoming a content creator. I thought maybe I can get some of it back. Maybe, but it might take a long time. One done, damn. And yet you still beat me in every live arena fight that we have. Like me, I'm like, I've got all the gear and no idea. I think faction guardians are done. Yeah, they're pretty much done. Yeah, except for Sylvan Watchers and Shadowkin. Haven't been particularly lucky with Shadowkin. Yeah, I think I've earned a few primals back. But I've been bitten now because I did once. I think my worst ever day of spending in Raid is I spent 600 quid and I got nothing. Like, I bought primals and I felt like such a piece of shit at the end of it when I got absolutely nothing. That was kind of the last time I think that was the last time I bought shards. And then my only other kind of real naughty day was the first time they ever ran in the, the Altar of Souls. Nowadays, when they do boosts, you tend to get boosted on rarity or rank. They never do the same. But the first ever time they boosted it, they did both. And I spent shitloads of money. Like shitloads of money. Yeah, Waleed, in theory, it should take one video would at least start to get the money back. But YouTube money is a slow and tedious thing. Hold on, Tyler Wixwell. There he is. He is actually built at the moment. I went reflex because I'm a sucker for reflex. And righteous because the resistance in Chimera. But those are the stats. I would agree with Sushi. I think it's the best content, Grim Forest. Yeah, Gary, it's horrible. It's horrible. It's like, it's pretty soul destroying as well. Because you know, the moment you buy the shards, you know you shouldn't. And nothing gives you a slap back to reality like getting nothing. Tyler, yeah, he's very low on defense, but that's because I don't use him as my main shield. For my Titus team, I actually run Krisk, who provides the shield. Oh, hold on, my computer monitor turned off. Okay, we're back. And then I've got Oella in a shield set. I've got her, so that's kind of where my shields come from. Yeah, Neo, that is absolute facts. I think CVC is just a ginormous scam. And fuck it, yeah, let's rant. Why not? It's Sunday, we can do a little bit of ranting. The rewards for CVC, let's just pick on personal. It's miserable. Because in order to win, you're going to have to spend way more than you're ever going to get back. And you could spend all of those resources and still not win, so you don't actually get the prize anyway. And I think when you do win, what do you get? Like a few fragments for relics? And out of the one, I'm sure that they give you, if you win and get every single reward, so absolutely clap the other clan, I still think that you only get legendary mats. I'm sure it's legendary, but that might be clan tier dependent. I don't know if it goes up depending on what tier you're in. But yeah, the rewards are miserable. Yeah, Tag Team Arena is basically exactly how I get my points now. And something that I don't see anyone talking about is if you want very easy CVC points, just ascend gear. Like most people have probably got an absolute shitload of this stuff, the lesser oil. And I think just level 1 and 2, I think it gives you 150 points per level. So it's 300 points per bit of gear, spending resources that you probably got thousands and thousands of. So that between that and Tag Team Arena, it's a bit of a win. Yeah, Neo, 250k points, 1 Void Shard, congratulations. Yeah, global leaderboards, right? That is the real fucking sticker. I mean, one day I'm going to do it because I want to get that stupid badge for getting a global tournament first. But if you look at something like Ice Golem, wow, you're being slow. Come on. Let's have a look at what you would actually get if you spent easily 250 to win. Are you ever going to load? Jesus Christ. Thank you. Okay, so I'm crushing mine because it's 3x reflex. I think I have completely freaked out Raid. 100,000 points and you get one legendary book. Why? Why would you do that? God, I think that freaked my whole computer out. Sorry guys if that made the stream go weird. Right, we're back. Yeah, global leaderboards, piss take. Personal CVC, piss take. Every event outside of a fusion is usually a bit of a piss take as well. Yeah, I think that's fair, Neo, because you're getting something that might actually benefit you long term. But putting down 100,000 points in Ice Golem for a legendary book, that's bad. What we've got 4 battles left. Just clear. Let's see if we can do some of the mimics. Got Venomage and Phoenix, but is it blue affinity? It is. Doesn't matter. We'll go Pan. Oh, Prism Shards. In fact, we're restarting that because we didn't land anything. I still think Prism Shards probably are the best way of targeting with shards, but it doesn't make it any easier. Yeah, it's a complete cracking category. Have I seen Croissant's video? No. Leader achievements? No. Probably enough to make you want to quit. But also, it's the reason I like games like Raid is because there isn't really an end point. I've been playing Red Dead Redemption for however many years since it came out, and I have still not finished it. Like, I've completed the main story, and I am one mission away from the kind of, what would you call it, epilogue? Yeah, epilogue or prologue, epilogue. Whatever one comes after. Because I know that once I do, then I've finished it, and there's no point in me going back to it. So instead, what I've gone and done is everything else. Because I find once you can have everything, then there's like less point of actually playing. Neo, I've got a video on my computer of me. I went to record a video, and if I released it, I would have looked like such a dickhead that I actually never ended up releasing it. But I've got the Prism Pool thing on the left-hand side of the screen, and I'm basically talking about how much it sucks because you never actually get anything from it. And I went on like a 15-minute rant, and then I clicked summon and I pulled Praver, who was probably my most wanted champion at the time. And I think for about 3 minutes I just sat there like, oh, why do I make videos? Why do I speak? That made me feel like a dickhead. Yeah. Not my proudest day. Yeah, proper jokes on me. Yeah. All right, Wrangler, you're so right. Like, you're absolutely right. But yeah, just after going on such a furious rant, I was just like, I'm never releasing that video. I might release it as like a short one day, maybe. Endaba, yes, there is. And it's great. I love watching that. Can't think of his name, but I'm definitely subscribed to him. Open up. Okay, looks all right. Nice. I spent a lot of void shards going for a Crizia. Never got her. Never ever got her. So I'm a bit out of the loop in terms of the, obviously this new fusion coming up. Am I correct in assuming that you cannot do an old fusion in its place because it's fragment? Or have I kind of made that up? Correct. Okay. So I kind of had a theory. I was like, either they're going to drop a really bad fusion to just actively encourage everyone to do it, like to do the old fusion thing, or they're going to just chuck a fragment in there so we can't do it anyway, which is a bit cheeky considering they've just given us another token with the Embers fusion. Get you down. Go on, Philia. Oh, we get some speed. Roll it and hope. Yeah, I mean, I thought that was the case. I'm now questioning if I might have said it wrong in my video, but hopefully not. Of course. Why would you roll speed? God damn Mercurial. Okay, that makes sense. And yeah, Wrangler, there were many ways they could have implemented it, but they chose to go with this one. Okay, last Grim Forest token. for so long, I think everyone had it in their heads that they were going to introduce a way of farming like books for champions. Oh, I shouldn't have done that. Where you can get, I don't know, like pages of a book would make probably the most sense to put it in any kind of literal form. And that never happened. So expecting them to implement the fusion thing, probably not a thing. You hate it when you get stuck in these little loops, like there's nothing you can do without keep reducing their turn meter and hope for diminishing returns. We'll use that. Now we reduce the turn meter. Oh, it's so annoying. Come on. Thank you. That is really bad luck. I mean, I wouldn't mind a duplicate Mikage, but I would rather something else. Okay, so that's Grim Forest done. Clear up Cursed City. This can go on auto. Oh, they're good. 10 out of 10, recommend. Drumstick squashies. Okay, I might save the bosses. I don't want to hunt for these little things here. Yeah, Godfrey, I think that's a sensible move. I feel like I'm going to do the fusion, make a video or two, and then once I've got past a certain stage of faction wars, probably never do it again. Is Ragash built, and is he in destroy set? That works. That definitely works. Guy needs a ring. Go with that. Don't need her, don't need her. Who else destroys max HP? Well, Waleed, that's the tough trade-off. Because... Well, some champions need the souls, some definitely don't. Like, I don't think I'm going to go for... I need to come up with a different name for him, because I keep calling him Bellend. And that's probably not the best name to call the new fusion, even though it tracks. But I don't think I'm going to go for the soul for him in any way. Evening, One Jik. Welcome, buddy. I think maybe in hindsight I should have bought a shield or a healer. Yeah, evil, same with me. Mavara is probably my favourite champion that I've had in a while. I can't decide who I like more out of Mavara and Donnie, but both equally very, very strong. Sonic, welcome mate. Doing very well, thank you. What's the plan tonight? Well, I'm just killing time till reset, and then probably just usual shenanigans. We'll do a little bit of live arena. Keep going with Grim Forest. And basically finding any excuse not to do faction wars. Yeah, Noldor was close. I was really excited about Noldor when she first came out, but then Mavara happened. Luna, it's going well. Oh, any suggestions on Odin build? Well, congratulations on Odin. I'm quite recently a member of the Odin party. All of this gear is shit. In terms of build. So I stuck mine in Mercurial 9, but my Odin is not built particularly well. Because I've got incredibly low crit damage. But I would just go speed, accuracy, crit rate, crit damage. And then anything to keep him alive. So probably lots of HP, lots of defense. But yeah, my Odin is strongly lacking in any kind of damage. Team Donnie for Tyler. Like, I love Mavara, like straight up one of my favorites, but I can't ever quite decide what build I like her in the most. If I put her in 9-piece protection, I feel like she doesn't do enough A1s, but she brings the extra damage. My favorite is probably the sort of hybrid build where I've got a bit of reflex and retaliation, the kind of best of both worlds. But I've not quite landed on a build I'm super happy with yet. Do you know, one of them I'm sure I don't have out of Hansel and Gretel. Yeah, I don't have Hansel, but I'm pretty sure I've got Gretel. Yeah. Six-star Donnie, nice. Yeah, very nice. I've got +1 Donnie at 5-star, but I've been clearly pinching gear off him recently. I don't know what for. We'll have to fix that. Ah, Sushi, that was, Did I see that Shinny did a video about that? I haven't yet, second. I actually haven't tried how I think I can do the build. I don't know if I saved it. I didn't save it, but I can just about put her in 9-piece Mercurial. It's not great, but it worked. Probably down to accessories. Yeah, that was it. I had to put her in a crit damage amulet, but the rest of it was okay. I think the reason I didn't keep it is because of the lack of resistance. Leave that one there for reset. How long we got? 19 minutes, so I'll just finish up Curse City. Trying to avoid any energy. Put proper build onto Shiro. That should be right. Yeah, good man, Sonic. All you actually have to do is Amius. There is no real reason to go further. .382 is pretty solid. I don't think mine was 3. I don't think it was quite that fast. Probably about 360. And yeah, Sonic, she just is one of the best fusions we've had in a while. But fusion quality has been high. And that's why I always say in most of my like tips videos, always try to go for every fusion if you can. Because in a game like Raid, you don't get many guarantees, and a fusion is a guarantee. We've got block damage on that little fucker. Take it away. And to Shiro. Nice. Well, yeah. That is the one downside to this going for an old fusion thing. Is like, what if you pull them mid fusion? Are you built? You are not built. Got Fred. He's probably the best for it. We're going to go unbuilt and see if we can get away with it. But nice. +4 Shayak. That's pretty tasty. Didn't get the reduction, but that's all right. Unless this is old school Demon Lord, not new one. I just wish there was a way of seeing the list. Because I think you can only see the list if a fusion is on. Okay, I should have just killed the other one. Yeah, that's true. It would give you a faction guardian. That's definitely a positive way of looking at it. Yeah, James Kane, that is a very annoying part about it. Okay, let's just take the Griffin down and then worry about the Finite afterwards. I think in hindsight, I probably should have built Vizier. Yeah, what Sushi said. Ah, good man, Tyler. I did not take screenshots. I wish I had. Yeah, James Kane, I totally get it. Like, I appreciate it was part of the IP collab, but certain champions, you just wish there was a chance to get them back. And the turtles would definitely be up there. I've made a really big mistake by not gearing some of these champs. This is just taking so much longer than it needs to. I apologize, guys. I was being lazy. Will that do anything? Ah, not really. Well, yeah, Tyler, that's what I think they're going to do. I think I said it on the last stream. I was like, they're going to do something that's going to make it very conflicting as to whether you should go for the new, like, existing, or to use one of the old tokens. Ah, no speed. Where's your speed? Ogren Tribes, it's all right. We'll go you and you. Nope, can't be. Yeah, we can. We can. And that's why you should build Odin with more crit damage. Okay, come on. Yeah, I think that is pretty much the only logic for it. I think what I just don't get is why all of the creators are screaming, you must do this fusion. It just makes me suspicious when that happens. I was especially surprised with Ash and Creason's collab, because I don't think either of those people need the fusion. Unless they know something we don't, that is always a possibility. I mean, there might be a contractual part of it, yeah. Which is fine. that down. Weird team lineup. Are we built? We are built. Maybe. I will roll with it and see. I don't think he's built. Then we what? 9 minutes till reset, which is always good. Then I'll get my ass beat in live arena. Yeah, he's definitely not built. But that's all right. Mohammed, welcome, buddy. Nice to see you. I hope you've been staying away from KFC. Because you know what you're like. We've done Grim, we've done Curse City. Do we do one still? I actually can't be bothered. I can't be bothered to do Faction Wars. I'm okay with it. Can't be fucked. It's not my world. Not today. I'm in a good mood. Good man, Mo. James, I would like to be able to auto Faction Wars, but I can't. You did, Mohammed. Fucking very naughty. I'm getting Lugan out the vault because I've kind of got an urge to rebuild him. This guy was my second ever legendary and he served me very, very well. Kind of want to get him out the vault and see if he can do some work. All right, just one Faction Wars then. I'll do stage 16. And I know Siffi's not built again. Because I think her gear is on Mavara. Yep. Damn, evil, I cannot do that. If I did that, they would all fail. These two, he's built and he isn't. So we need to build Salad. Anyone else? Shit stage. I'm just going to put it on auto and watch why I don't. Either that or it will just do it. I just think the game's AI is thick as mince, so it's like it never really works in my favor. Sacred Order is tricky. Endaba, I'm not too sure. Maybe Ash's Champion Guides channel. I know he touches on duos and stuff every now and then. Oh, they're going to buff up and make Duchess. Not Duchess, what's she called? That little arsehole. Valk. Just go go sleep. Be fine. Yeah, good man, Mohammed. It's got to be done. Like the best reward of the month. Oh yeah, champion AI in this game, it leaves a lot to be desired. How long we got? Oh, we still got a few minutes. And yeah, Sushi, I think that's kind of the best play at the moment. If you don't need it, there's no point in burning out trying to go for it. Okay, put the guy down. Come on. Good. Thank you for my not mythical fragments. We can do that. We can craft a resilience artifact at the forge. Yeah, Tyler, that's real. It's just the way the AI works. It doesn't work. Although there are times where you can use the AI to your advantage. And that is in something like Hydra. When you've got 4 decapitated heads and you don't know which one to hit, sometimes if you put it on auto, the game will calculate the one with the lowest defense. Swindler. Greetings, good sir. No, we didn't finish plat because I'm a dickhead and I completely forgot. I pushed like this close to plat earlier. And then I got distracted. Thought I set an alarm. I didn't. So I fucked up again. That's like 5 weeks in a row now. Where did I get to? I was up there. Yeah, I messed up. What we got? Just under 2 minutes till reset. Nice. I did notice that once you get to about here, some of the battles start getting really tricky. Lots of Solinar. Lots of Predator. We finished all the daily quests. No, we didn't. Shit, that would have been stupid. Level in tavern 3 times. Okay, good. I'm glad I remembered that. Done. Cool. Yeah, lots of Fabians. Speaking of Fabian, this is something else I mentioned in my video about the new fusion. Like, all of the latest revivers feel like they're force affinity, which obviously makes them very strong against magic attack champions, but incredibly weak against lockout champions. Frixia, Fabian, they're all bloody spirit. Okay, we are reset. And then Hilvy Soul? No Hilvy Soul. Yeah, lots of speed aura spirit. This is why I thought Mavara was kind of interesting. to have given us an arena speed lead in Magic Affinity was quite pleasant. Good old Mavara. He's the best. Yeah, I mean, Timot, it makes total sense. I think it's just something that people are going to have to watch out for if they're expecting this new fusion to be their go-to. Going to need a crap ton of resistance. Actually, no, we can't do it yet. I'll do my 5 arena battles. Then Iron Twins. That's what we'll do. That's a good question, Waleed. It's a little bit comparing apples to oranges, but it's a very good question. Mohammed, I promise I will swear less. I won't. Yeah, that, like what Timot just said, it's kind of 1 for 1. I think Fabian's tremendous. But Newt is an absolute game changer. Is saying bloody swearing? Maybe. Probably not. Get some predator protection. Good, Mohammed. I will just swear at will in that case. Or Waleed. I think when it comes to how much resistance is enough resistance, I don't know if there is a proper answer. $1,000, yeah. That's alright, just put me in Curse City on S19 and you'll get all the swearing out of me that I'm capable of giving. So whilst that works, we can do a little bit of this. There's loads of you watching tonight. I appreciate you all tuning in. Waleed, probably a combination of variable sets. A lot of variable sets give some form of resistance on like a 2 set or a 1 set. But ultimately the best play is to find like a Mercurial 9 set and just hope for a crap load of rolls into speed and resistance. Good man, Mo. Why'd you ban the Nell? I did an account takeover today where I rolled every single artifact and every single accessory that this guy had. It took me like 7 hours. And I rolled it all in increments of 4. That was long. Oh, that did fucking nothing. That did fucking nothing. Yeah, damn right, Sushi. You tell him, man. Whilst we get absolutely clapped by a road toss. Let's make him not. Oh, it didn't work. Damn it. That worked. That's fine. How much silver was used? Well, we started with 170 million. And we ended it with 130 million. That was long. Yeah, no, it was a hell of a takeover. I'm worried about that Marius now. Go on, Garrel. You, that's tricky. Because if I flip... Oh no, I've got a flip. Fuck it. Doesn't matter. Yeah, 7 hours of gear work is probably not something I'm in a hurry to do again. But much respect to the guy whose account it was. He did a lot of rolling in advance of the takeover. He rolled a crap load of stuff up to level 8, which made my life a lot easier. Okay, so we'll just burn off a little bit of energy and then we'll get back into other stuff. So let's do one of them. Why is Toshiro being shit? No idea. Can relate. What is wrong? Why did the team take so long? Oh, Toshiro had no gear on him, that's why. That's why we put it on fucking salad. Gonna do it right this time. That's better. Right, that's how it's supposed to go. Better. Right, now we know. What did I do today? Well, the 7-hour takeover, that was the vast majority of my day. I dug a fucking massive hole in the garden. Like, fucking massive. Because I'm trying to lay a path. And the whole idea was dig the hole, flatten it all out, then put sand down and put the paving slabs down. But I can't remember where I put the sand. So I dug a hole for nothing. That's all I did today. So then I went out for an hour to kind of get over it. Bloody massive, exactly. Yeah, that was a complete waste of time. What do you call it? I think it's called sharp sand. I think that's what it's called. Not like beach sand. Yeah, like mason sand. Oh, these fucking turn meter loops, man. Any changes in Iran? I don't know. I don't think we get sand from Iran. They've probably got plenty of sand. I know everything's bloody expensive in building stuff because of the Iran thing. But everything's feckin' expensive now. Nah, not that exciting. See, sushi, I'm kind of like... I'm in a different mind about it all now. I think whereas before I wanted to bury the body, now I'm all up for like putting a spike outside the front door with their head on it. I think that's the new way to get it done. Oh, Endaba, like Arix. That's one of those champions. Oh, hell yeah, Mohammed. That's a freaking great idea. That's a proper good idea, that is. Yeah, very Game of Thrones. I mean, it worked in Game of Thrones. Always ends badly. But because I'm not allowed a dragon, that's kind of... I've got to make do. Although if any of you want to help me get a dragon, there is a fucking buy me a coffee link on my channel. If anyone knows a guy that knows a guy. Let's get them. Get Hatter out the way, then Nama. He dead. Aeon. Yeah, pretty much. I usually would give almost any bit of gear a chance, but then I wouldn't have kept it if I wasn't going to roll it at least once. I probably wouldn't roll just for the sake of rolling. Go on, Phoenix. Just fuck him up. Yeah, nice. And hello. Yep. Like, for example, gear enhancement going on at the moment, which I need to do. I wouldn't roll this to 4. I would just delete it. Attack with crit rate, crit damage, and accuracy, but no speed is no good. I'm hungry now, Mohammed, you little bastard. But I like that we mutually share our love of chicken. What do we need? Do we need any more resistance? No. Got HP speed. Okay, let's just do the bosses. Actually, the mimics. No, it wasn't KFC. We have Deacon and ally attack. Yeah, we're fine. Yeah, Tiger, that's true. It's probably the lowest roll chance that you can get is boots. For me, I'm just really picky about gear. Like, I just don't keep stuff if I don't believe that it's going to roll well. It's kind of like shards. I've been burned so many times that I've kind of lost all my patience with gear. I thought you might, Mohammed. Also, at James Kane, cornbread, I only had it for the first time quite recently, like maybe in the last 6 months. I'll be honest, I don't really get it. It just like made me full up before my dinner came. Oh, go on, Phoenix. We need at least 5. Okay. Sorry, I'm just like doing maths in my brain. Yeah, for soaking stuff up, that kind of makes sense. But I think the thing is, because it was new to me and I was excited, I just ate all of the cornbread and then I was just too full to eat my food. Dre, nice to see you, buddy. I'll tell you the best, we're back on KFC now and that's totally fine. The best KFC I ever had in my life was, I would have been 12, so that's like 28 years ago. Fucking hell. So like, yeah, late 90s in South Africa, in Johannesburg. That was the most amazing chicken I've ever eaten in my life, and it happened to be KFC. Aeon, I'm with you now. Sorry, mate. I am getting old. I'm proper getting old, but I've been waiting to get old forever. I'm going to be the best old person ever. I'm going to be cantankerous. I'm going to be mean. I'm just going to be an absolute dickhead, like, until the day I am no longer here. I've earned it. I've been nice for years. Now it's time to not be. Yeah, see, Mohammed, you were still in liquid form back then. Oh, we can't target him. Fucking bastard horned lion fucker. Oh, I fucked this up. Yeah, I'm getting well close to 40 now. I'm trying to think. Well, we may... Yeah, 5 months and I'll be 40. Also, I completely ballsed this up. Let's try that again, but better. Rigs, yes. I have. I had it in America. Because when you see biscuits and gravy, like as an English person, that sounds like blasphemy. But it's pretty good. Oh, Aeon, I appreciate it, mate. Let's not use all the cooldowns this time. And let's kill that fucking lion in the boss wave. Verdict, interesting. Not what I thought it would be, but definitely would have again. See, this is the one thing I didn't realize until doing YouTube and seeing like analytics is I didn't realize that the player base for Raid is so much older than I thought it would be. Like on my analytics, most of my audience are between the age of 35 and 60, which I never would have guessed. Ah, Riggs, Marmalade is brilliant. That is wonderful stuff, that is. I mean, it's not right, but it is kind of tasty. It's better than Marmite. Oh no, leave Phoenix alone. Yeah, Marmite is weird. Yeah, kids cannot afford this game. That's probably the logical reason. Why is Yannicka giving grief? Right, that's the end of her. Yeah, absolute facts second. And Wonjik, yeah, it's like Vegemite, but it's like, believe it or not, it's actually better. Marmite, Marmalade. Marmalade is the orange, like you get strawberry jam, raspberry jam. Marmalade is just orange jam. Pretty good. Sushi, I have never had Popeyes, but I've always wanted to try it. Venomage, but no, let's re-roll. Perfect. Let's go with that. And cute. Yeah, Aeon, that's pretty much true, I would say. Well, James Kane, speaking of that, I don't know whether I'm just old and fucking miserable now and I have like less patience than I had before, but fast food doesn't feel very fast anymore. But my theory is nothing's changed about the food. It's just that the younger generation are so fucking gormless that they're incapable of doing anything fast except for scrolling on TikTok. Like, I had a McDonald's the other day and I had to wait like 15 minutes for it. Ruella, and let's put some gear back on this guy. Yeah, fast food is also not cheaper anymore. Yeah, there is no service quality so much anymore, and I kind of get it. Like, nobody really gives a fuck anymore, really about anything. But it is a shame that fast food is no longer fast, because I don't like spending any minute more in McDonald's than I have to. Yeah, Mohammed, I left Reading before they put the Popeyes there, which is a crying shame. Oh. Okay, no, we're good. Wave 1, we can do that. That's fine. It is super awful for the body, but that's why it's so good. I mean, it's terrible, but you got to have nice things every once in a while. When did I move away? What are we now? We're 2026. I think I left Reading in 2021. I lived there for about 6 years, I think. Kind of one of my favourite places in the UK that I've ever actually lived. Because I was like raised in Croydon, which is a shithole. And then I moved down to Southampton, and Southampton is just... yeah. And then I ended up in Reading, and that was kind of the perfect blend of all the places I'd been before. Yeah, it's a nice town. I like Reading. Apparently it wasn't that great before I arrived, but about 2 years before I arrived, they like redid all the shopping centre and made the high street all modern and a little bit more pleasant. But yeah, I liked it there. I'm actively ignoring... Should we do a Phrygius? Nebulae, that is awesome. Yeah, second, I did. Fucking hell. Like, I don't drive, so I never had to deal with it, but everyone hated driving in Southampton. Like, horrible place to drive. But the entire of Southampton is like a giant one-way circuit. So if you take a wrong turn, you're kind of cooked. I've never tried... I've heard of Jollibee, but I've never tried it. What's the score threshold? Oh, 1.2 million. Get in. Done. Oh, wait, no. Oh, 1.8 million. There. Yeah, that makes sense, second. Okay, we got the reward. It obviously won't pop up if I look now, but there is a YouTube channel that keeps popping up on my YouTube shorts, and apparently the new thing, it's probably not new, I'm just old, where people just sit in their car outside a takeaway and they've just got like a full-on plate of just fucking everything. And I think that's how I found out about Jollibee. Yeah, let's do these annoying ones. Hopefully we get Phoenix. Yep. Like that. Yep. There's 1.8 million again. Ah, don't dodge. Worse than Predator. Good. Right, I'm going to jump back into Live Arena, see what's going on there. Okay. Okay. We just start with Solinar. I already don't like this guy. Oh, sushi. I assumed that Jollibee was, well, A, American, but B, I thought it would be kind of new. They're not going to ban the Fabian. I'm going to ban the Solinar because I can't be asked. I'm going to go speed and hope. Yeah, wow. Sushi, I had no idea. Endaba. Yeah, I don't trust it either. Oh, I'm going to kill myself because of the Nell. Yep. Yeah, definitely don't trust it. Gonna be a resist? Hmm. Nice, Aeon. Very nice. A good relic. This is going to be one of those fights that goes absolutely nowhere, isn't it? Yep. Okay, that helps somewhat. Oh, very strong now. Yeah, Aspect of Siroth is probably everyone's favorite, least favorite relic. Oh, make the Crixia go away. Nope. Nope, 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 nope. Fucker. That's annoying. Everyone just bullying Hilvy. Go on, live, little dwarf, live. Oh, she's dead. Okay. That was fun. Night Riggs, thanks for joining, buddy. Yeah, sushi, like, it's the one thing that I don't ever want to see pop out. I'd rather have any rare than a Siroth. Okay, they're going double lockout. Go Garrel. Nell in anticipation. Gizmak then now. Mohammed, what's he swearing about? Don't bang Garrel. Okay. Okay, lots of stone skin. You can't do nothing. Okay, need to do something about that. Gonna go for the kill, but probably won't get it. And then heal. Oh, we do get it. Okay, that changes everything. Good. And we'll go... Yeah, we'll go like that. That's much better. Mohammed, you should just get involved, just start shouting back. That's a good name, Manny Pack. Well, Sushi, that's the fear. That's got to be the biggest fear. The misery that is Live Arena season just to get that. In fact, speaking of Live Arena, and no, I can't be bothered to talk about everyone being a little fucking idiot over cheating. But what do we think the changes are going to be that Plarium have said is coming before the new season? Well, yeah, second, that's exactly what happens. Oh, I'm banning Shuzen so far. What's it going to be? Okay. I think the Joan might be a bit of a problem, but we'll work it out. Second, yeah, they said that they're going to make some changes moving forward. And like what Tim said, there's always going to be an exploit. And I don't even care about the exploit. I honestly don't care. Like, let people do their thing. Go for noise. Okay. And you can flip and die. Good. But yeah, I don't even really have a problem with the exploitation. You're going to get it in every industry, every game, every sport. Predator's got lens. Ah, get fucked, Emberus. Get some true fears. Okay, good. Yeah, Aeon, I can see something like that being the case. I reckon it will be to the mechanics not the matchmaking, not anything else. That would not surprise me in the slightest. Oh, go on, Garrel. Yeah, okay, so Endabo, I think what you said, the second part about repeated opponents, that's the bit that I can see them doing something about. I don't know how you'd fix the matchmaking because it varies depending on where we are. Like during season, if you match on season points, then that's not really a true test of what you're going up against, because the most Kraken of Krakens could just start the same day that you started. But I think they'll stop you getting repeated opponents. So kind of like a diminishing return. You should ban the Nell. Yep. I mean, live arena matchups are always going to be funky. The only other option would be to just insert more bots. As a way of not repeating the opponent, not to fix the matchmaking. And I'm sure in that massive lengthy set of paragraphs they released, they did say something about the milestone rewards. Now, I doubt they're going to make the rewards any better, but they could maybe lower some of them. Obviously not the final reward, but maybe some of the others. Thanks for joining, Gary. Always a pleasure, mate. I will see you on the next one. Go on, game. Good. Yeah, Tim, that I completely agree. Not really something I've given that much thought about, because that level of live arena is just not my world. I don't really know what a fix would be. I guess one of the most eye-opening things, what I think for a lot of people, will just be to have actually seen with proof that the top spots are kind of already bought and paid for. But again, find an industry that isn't. But it is kind of funny watching a few people run around in circles about it. Well, yeah. Imagine 500. Yeah. They've kind of just created a rod for their own back, really. So buff. He can't do anything. That's a problem. I might get rid of the Rotos. Yeah. Don't often ban Rotos. I would dread to think what going up against a top 20 player actually looks like. Probably quite similar to the time I faced Crew. That didn't go very well. Ooh, ouch. Ouch, ouch. Get him before the revive? Yeah, nice. Nice, Tim. That's about how I imagine it would go if I did. In fact, no, I've got a picture somewhere on my computer. I fought Crypto once when I had about 3,000 live arena points. And I didn't even see what happened. Like, the round started. She had Marius and it counterattacked and pretty much wiped my entire team. There's another one that I've fought against, one of the panda ones. Is it Just Panda? Is the name Just Panda? Also completely just destroyed me. That was one of them. Yeah, Sushi, that's fact. Okay, so no buffs. Might ban. So far, Marius. As long as we don't buff up. Yeah, I'm going to ban the Marius. They can go first. They're probably going to ban Fabian. Yep. They can't take away all of our Mercurial stacks. But then neither can we. No. Ooh, close. Very close. Oh, wow. I stand corrected. Well played. Oh, good man, Aeon. I don't know if I've got the commitment energy to run a clan. It's a good achievement, Nedulo. Ban the Nell. They are going to go first and get locked out. Yep. Or not. Okay. And that's a shame. So Ilvi and you are probably dead. Yep, you're definitely dead. Hope for the strip. Nothing. Nothing, nothing, nothing. Block, block. Oh, we should be right. Sushi, that is proper brutal. Next, so Siffy will go and put... Okay. Kind of want to take Siffy out the fight, maybe. Might go for Pred, probably regret it, but let's see. Yep, we're going to regret it. Okay, that was very lucky. Very lucky. Very nice. Yeah, Aeon, that's 100% right. There's a lot to learn in this game. Like a hell of a lot to learn. Ah, smart play. Every time I put out a video and someone leaves a comment, more often than not, I learn something new. I don't know how you could actually know it all. I think he's locked out. I hope he's locked out. Yeah, he's locked out. Good. Wow. Yeah, Tyler, you're right. I feel like I saw that too. Timot, I bet you do, though. I bet you do. I probably couldn't name the Hydra heads. Decay, Wrath, Mischief, Torment, Blight. There's one more. Wrath, or have I already said that? Decay, Wrath, Blight, Torment. I've already forgotten. Yeah, you're a little PvP junkie. Suffering. Thank you. Much appreciated. Yeah. Wrath, Suffering, Decay, Mischief, Blight. All I know is that fucking electric looking one that puts true fear on everyone is a pain in the tits. I'm banning Maria because I can't be arsed. They're going to ban Fabian. Yeah. Yeah, James Kane. Second, yes, you are 100% right. Arena is just like my little struggle snuggle that I like to do at night. Oh, I could have done with a freeze on the Marius. That's annoying. Fuck. Damn it. Damn it, damn it, damn it. Yeah, Shamail is like top tier against that head. Okay. You are all gonna die. Get the burn. Thank you. Yeah, I get that, James. I think everyone's got something in this game they absolutely hate. But the beautiful thing is, I hated Live Arena so much that now I kind of love it. Second, it's a much better relic than Wand. I much prefer it. Like, so much better than before. Where is the little unascended midget? There she is. Yeah, Solmar. Brilliant. Nicer gem options as well. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of Chimera. I find it a bit of a weekly chore. I've never walked out of Chimera and gone, oh, I really enjoyed that. Relic on Hilvy was the Solmar. That one. Yeah, the blessing. Well, yeah, I thought I was going to get the 6-star, at which point I think Incinerate would be kind of cool, but I don't really know what else I would put on her. It would almost make sense because of the teams that I run to have her in Intimidating Presence, just to up the overall speed. Yeah, fast battle Chimera. I'd be up for that. Got my little gem pack because I decided to buy it again because I am weak. Yeah, Aeon, I think that's true. When you're working towards that mythical reward, luckily, that's what I think is going to be different about Grim Forest. Like, no one cares about the mythical, whereas everyone does care about Emberus. So at least from Grim Forest, we've still got Mercurial gear to get. Yeah, I did a filthy little spend. I can't help myself. How have you got so many mythical relics? Aeon, 100%. It's my favourite thing that they've put in the game. Out of all of the content, all of the gear, the champs, the bosses, free gear removal is awesome. We're at 25. Yeah. Most of the time, gear's going to beat pretty much anything else. Or if not just gear, but stats in general. we can probably just duo this. I really notice it when I do account takeovers. You can always see the accounts where people have really heavily focused on champion pools, and then the takeovers where people have clearly like focused on the mechanics and the gear. Yeah, me too, Sushi. I'd like one of those. Like, really like one of those. Blue affinity. We'll go Phoenix anyway. And ally attack. So we're basically going to pull in loads of spirit against magic. We'll do that. Yeah, one for the Titus team would be top notch. Okay. Man, these Phrygius battles on normal are like a completely different thing to on hard. Yeah, exactly, Aeon. That's exactly it. I think one of the sets that pops to mind with that is probably something like Affinity Breaker. That kind of allows you to use champions in certain fights that you wouldn't normally be able to. Should have saved that heal reduction. And yeah, James, I agree. I don't think there's any point in chasing sets for probably quite a long time. One of the other takeovers I did today, they focused way too heavy on sets. Like they had a 9-piece Feral Lydia and a 9-piece Feral Hatter or something and a 9-piece Protection Mikage. And when I ran their account through the optimizer, like to take them out of those sets, they went from here to like here in terms of stats. Okay, heal reduction. Let's kill her. And then him. Yeah, Aeon, that's the kind of bastard about Curse City. Like it's so restrictive. Haven't even looked at what's up for Fire Knight. In fact, Fire Knight this time round's not so bad, because you could just bring in Cold Heart. Yeah, Faction War's hard. That changes everything. It's something I know I will eventually push. I've got the account to do it. I just don't really have the will to do it. But it's just stuff like Ogryn Tribes. Like I have been trying to get past stage 11 for ages and I just keep getting just whooped. Yeah, James, I think Mercurial is the exception to a lot of rules. Let's just redraw for Phoenix. We don't get him one more time, but we will lose Deacon. No. Last one. No Phoenix. Lovely. Thanks a bunch. Yeah, I think I've heard that from a lot of people, Sushi, that Ogryn Tribes is the one that everyone struggles with. And for that reason, I think there needs to be a really strong Ogryn Tribes fusion. Oh, this is 5.6 million. I should have looked at that. Don't take a turn. Good. We got no healers. This was a bad idea. Lizardmen really lacks in DPS. Ah, yeah, fucker. Okay, that's another one down. That is a decent little workaround, actually. Yeah, because it's 5 turns. Yeah, I forgot about that. That does make it viable. Why do I only use epics in Grim Forest? Just to kind of make it a challenge, really. Also, I am hellbent on the idea that this boss can be done with 4 ads with only epics, even though I know it can't. Like, one day it will happen, but it's mainly for the challenge. Otherwise, I would just use Marius every round and do the whole thing in like 3 turns. But yeah, so how long have we got until the next rotation? Oh, wrong button. We've got 5 days. What I really want to do is try and convince other content creators to do it as well, and just see if any of them can work out how to do the big boss plus 4 ads. So it's kind of just become a challenge now. We'll go with him, put him in the lead. Like that. Sonic, not directly, no. I know that if I've got questions, I can give them to ePire and they can contact the game devs. But so far, I've never actually had to. Oh, Timot, legend. Thank you, good sir. Proper legend. Yeah, exactly, Tyler. I mean, Ash probably doesn't even know who I am, and that's totally fair enough. But someone will be able to do it. I'm sure they will. But I think it'd just be a really good challenge. I've tried. Like, God knows I've tried. Yeah, Timot, absolute legend among men. I'm trying to think of any other content creators that really like the misery. Because you'd have to love the misery to do it. Ah, Sonic, yeah. This happens when they buff champions. It can render previously easy content, or easy but manageable content, into something a lot more tricky. So, second, I don't think we will. I cannot, honestly, I lose fucking sleep over this thing. Like, I just don't know how you would do it. Like, it's trivial because you cannot bring DPS because they just kill themselves. You kind of need Brimstone. Oh, becoming a big CC one day. One day. That'd be nice. Then I can get back my £9.99 for the fucking gem pack. I'm totally here for it. Yeah, Timot and Epics don't go. But, I mean, I'm sure it's impossible. I don't think you can poison them. Let's just find out. See, look, one hit from Uugo, who's not even built for damage, and they're dead. You can't provoke them. You can heal reduce them, but you can't poison them. So, and you can't burn them. So there's no damage over time, so you have to inflict direct damage. So maybe if there was a way that you would bring 2 unkillable champs or block damage, one of those would need to have a turn meter boost. And then you'd need at least 2 turn meter boosters that also happen to do boosting and reviving and healing. But then you would still need block dealer, and then you just get cooked by that bastard. And then you would need block buffs to prevent the heals if you didn't bring heal reduction. Yeah, Maserati wouldn't go amiss. Well, James, don't sleep on epics, mate. Epics are brilliant. They just don't have Brimstone. And why will you not let me click out of this? Okay, it's kind of crashed, but hey ho. Hello? Has Raid finally given up on me? No? Maybe? Oh, it looks like it. Pissed it off there. Nullhorn and Seeker. I think Seeker could work for the turn meter. Nullhorn, I think, is that a rare? It's unkillable only on itself. But yeah, I mean, I've lost genuine nights of sleep sitting here trying to pen and paper like what the best team would be. And I haven't yet worked it out. I spoke to Cowfish about it for about an hour. I don't think he thought it was possible. Yeah, quick battle tag, is that once you get into gold? Is that the requirement? Ah, silver one, okay. Get the weaken. Okay, one buff is fine. Aeon, the issue is reflect damage. Because the skeleton-y one reflects if he's not under burn, but you can't place burn if the other one is there. I can't remember his name. So I think the only way would be to just permanently cycle block damage and maybe try and kill it before you get entangled. No Venom Mage. Is that magic affinity? It's just nuke it. Yeah, it's a tough one. I am yet to kind of see a way. Oh, go on, Phoenix. Because maybe I might even do it for the coming up rotation. I'd quite like to do it on hard for the little badge, that one. And I think the way I would go about it would be to bring 4 turn meter boost reviver healers and maybe a block damage and then everything with brimstone. Yeah, Therese, that's his name. Therese. So I think I would have to check the stream. I think last rotation we did it with 2 adds up. And I think I left the top 2 up. Or did we do it with 3? I can't even remember at this point. But the chick is fine because it's either heal reduction or block buffs. He's a nightmare once he starts counter-attacking with the shield. And then you got, yeah, Drognall is the reflect damage one. But I think if Torres is on the team, you then can't burn anyone else. So I think if we did 2 last time, I will do it with 3 this time, and I will probably ban the skeleton. And then that way we've got no reflect damage. We can do it with 3, then I'll be hellbent on doing it with 4. Let's push up into the crappy area of Cursed City. Do we need anyone else? Probably not. Can't poison. That's the issue, is you cannot tick them down with damage. At least when I just tried with Venomage, you didn't get any poisons out. I'll try it again. Could have been just bad luck. So there's 2 poisoners there. I don't think it's the cloud, but I forgot about the poison cloud. That's also a pain in the ass. But if we just... So this in theory should poison at least one of them, but yeah, it's debuff blocked on all of them for poisons. It will be the same with Fat Man's skill here as well. Everything is debuff blocked. Yeah, debuff blocked. That's the poison issue. So yeah, it's proper tricky. I'm not going to say impossible, because I'm sure someone out there will find a way of doing it. But that's why I've done the video, and I will release it in a couple of days as a bit of a call to action for the CCs and the community. Someone probably has given it more thought than I have. Okay, that's Harvest Jack doing weird stuff. Who we got? Don't need him. That. We'll just go for the 4-man and hope. Damn, Timot, you got work to do. Swindler, does it bother you that in order to get Mercurial you have to do PvE? Or do you find that on hard it's just kind of easy for your account? Oh, we need more stars. Yeah, that's fair. I bet it's a las, isn't it? I bet you just crush everything with a las. Little Miss Annie and Marius, a solid combo. Little Miss Annie is a champ that I would really like. I think I've got a 6-star for her, but not the champ. That makes sense. But he was your favorite, man. Oh, I need to make some more builds. This gear swapping is getting old. Oh, did we just kill ourselves? Probably. Yep, definitely. No, okay. Maybe. Probably. No, we're good. Damn, that's a big build. A big build. Yeah, Stormcaller on Marius is probably my most wanted thing at the moment. Oh, none of my champions are geared. Actually, like, none of them are geared. That's annoying. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's go with that. I think that's right. And this is where Curse City starts to get a little bit boring. Stun. Okay, fake Iron Twins fight, and then that is the end of our keys. Let's put it on auto. We're not here to win awards. Okay, come on. Okay, good. Do it, Timot. See? You just needed a little bit of encouragement. Yeah, I was going to say it's going to take you all night. Come on, give me some speed and some accuracy. Or some HP, thanks. Or some more flat HP. Fucking hell. And some double flat HP. Gear rolling in raid in a nutshell right there. Wankers. Very mid. Very mid, but it's okay. Yeah, secret rooms absolutely suck. No question about it. In fact, the funny thing about secret rooms is that someone at Plarium went, oh, that's a really good idea. We should make a whole entire game mode about it. And such Cursed City was born. Like, something's not right over there. Like, you'd have to be a special kind of something in order to think that was a good idea. Yeah, we'll just run some of these. And then... oh god, yeah. Soon we will end the stream, just because it's getting quite late. So if anyone has any questions or knowledge or awesome wisdom, now is the time. Yeah, damn straight. What room what room are you trying to do? Because they all absolutely suck. Why did Newt... I've never seen that before. Did Newt just A3 the fucking ad? He's gonna wipe the run. What a little dickhead. I thought the whole point is that they fixed the AI so he didn't do that. Oh, right, at least the run didn't fail. I've never seen that happen before. See if he does it again. no, this time he goes for the boss. Yuzan. Is that like the... Yeah, the rhino. He's really good. For an epic, he's really good. He was the fusion epic for... I can't remember, but he was one of the fusion epics. Yep, Samurai Scarecrow on. He's also really good. Timur, I feel like you're just about to experience what epics actually are. A naked cat with Freddy Krueger. Oh, a Chemtum. A Chemtum. It's like playing a whole new game for you, isn't it? He does work for Anubis. They're in cahoots, mate. Okay, 2 more runs, then we're under energy cap. Yeah, Nishak's wife is Fayne. Bro, I feel like you just bypassed like 85% of Raid Shadow Legends. And now it's all coming back to you in one hit. Noob just did it again. What even is your agenda, Newt? Why do you keep fucking it up? Might be the first time that the run fails. No. Oh, that was lucky. Something's going on there. Something is definitely going on there. Has he completed one stage? You watch, Timok, you're going to be like addicted to old school PvE by the end of this. Yeah, Scabrius, he's top pick. Okay, so the run is working, but it's kind of weird. I want to say that Hell Hades really liked Scabrius. Also, fuck Gear Hunters. Like, the amount of energy it takes is wild. yeah, that's enough for me. Guys, I think I am going to call the stream there. Timot is on an epic adventure, and I'm totally here for it. But yes, this week I definitely will be streaming on Thursday. I won't cop out like I did this Thursday. And I might do some live takeovers on Thursday. So watch Discord and yeah, jump in Discord. I might do some free takeovers for the stream. Something a little bit different. But yeah, thank you all for joining. I will have my Fusion video probably out today, tomorrow, Monday. And then some other little goodies in the week. It will be good. So yeah, thank you all. Please do the liking, the stream, and all of that good stuff. I think Timot's now in love with Burangiri. Yeah, he's having a flirt. And yeah, watch this space, guys. I will see you all on the next one. Take care.